faith and your everlasting promises. Lord, in your mercy. Come, triune God, hear the prayers of this congregation on this and every day, that we speak on our lips or whisper in our hearts.
The Reverend James Henry Slater III.
Joseph Lyman. Lord, we pray for a special blessing of your generous providence upon this congregation, that we may fulfill the ministry to which you have called us. Lord, in your mercy. Into your hands, gracious God, we commend all for whom we pray, trusting in your mercy, through Jesus Christ, our Savior and Lord.
Amen. This is Memorial Day 2010 Anno Domini, and I memorialize my mother, Edna Leathers Folsom, my father, Ralph Arnold Folsom, Franklin Buell, his mother Daisy, his father Ernest, my brother Ralph Arnold Folsom Jr., my sister Bertha Helene Erskine, for all the saints who from their labors rest, who thou by faith before the world confessed. Thy name, O Jesus, be forever blessed. Hallelujah, hallelujah. Katie, Carmino, Harrison, the two in the winter, carrying a load of kittens. Hazen talks about the origins of life. I listened to it an hour after hour after hour. 18 hours, 1920. What about the end of life? Christ, Matthew 24, talks about the second coming and the disaster and the earthquakes and the wars. And the devastation. Okay. It's the old story. Someday, folks, you are going to fall apart. Just rejoice. It isn't today. I love to tell the story of unseen things above, of Jesus and his glory, of Jesus and his love. I love to tell the story because I know it's true. It satisfies my longing as nothing else can do. I love to tell the story. 'Twill be my theme and glory. The old story of Jesus and his love. So it may come, hydrogen bombs and atom bombs, but you just rejoice. Today, it isn't here.
I'll give you a call so we can chat. All right. Have a good one. Bye, Glendora.
The power in the battery in this Avario did
Press 4
something.
for the previous message.
But what he said
Press 3 for
he would come up here every day if he could.
Message 7. Press 4 for the previous message. Press 3 for advanced options. Press to repeat message deleted. Message 8.
Hi, Glendora. Sandy Hersman again. I was hoping to get to talk to you in person, so try calling me back when you hear this.
Okay, I did.
Press 4 for the message deleted. Message 9.
Lanny, it's Victoria.
It's about time, Victoria.
Concerned that you haven't been getting my messages. I've called 2 or 3 times over the past few weeks. And I'm sorry you haven't gotten my messages. I hope you're well. I am not able to come to the dinner. I believe you said it was a women's dinner, unfortunately, because Andrew and I both are going to our friend Penny Lean's wedding.
That's
and
good.
that's that weekend.
It isn't a weekend.
Driving
It's
down
a
to
Wednesday.
Catskills. I don't actually have a car anymore.
That is so
I had
sad.
to get rid of it.
No, that's terrible.
It's very sad.
You know, if you take
We
care
are
of a
hitching
car, they'll
ride
last
with some
forever.
people.
It's a case of not
And
taking
then
care
on
of
the
it.
8th, I have to work, so I can't come and interview the clergyman with you. But it sounds wonderful.
Well, we'll change the day.
I have to try to figure out some way
We'll change it to the 16th.
maybe do that in the future, come see you in the future, near future. And
We can find somebody to go over
all
and
the
pick her
other
up.
things that you asked me, I know there's a lot, so if you could call me back, that would be great.
I did.
I am going to be in and out, and my phone is charging right now. It's plugged into the wall, so if I leave, I may have to leave it. So if I don't answer, just leave me a message, and I'll call you back as soon as I get it. Okay, hope you get this message. Yeah, bye.
Thank you.
Message deleted. Last message.
Hey, Glendora. This is Scott Bartlett.
Oh, the Reverend Scott Bartlett.
I look forward to giving you a call and talking with you soon again. Okay. Bye.
Yeah, certainly. The
Press
Reverend
4
Scott
for the
Bartlett.
previous message. Press 3. Message deleted. No more messages.
Oh,
Press
goody.
4 for the...
Okay, folks. That's let's go see if Devin has put up a chat with Glendora. The last few that I gave him. Shame on you, Devin. You got those Thursday, and here it is Monday, and you haven't put them up yet. When you go to a chat with Glendora, folks, do you get this page, or is that just because it's fitted to my computer? I think there are 850 half-hour shows to chat with Glendora on the computer, on the YouTube. Okay, gotta go to work. And I'm behind about 500 telephone calls. So first of all, I'll return all of these calls. Take this away. Alright, cancel it. Go away. I don't know what you're saying. No, I can't read the computer. Its print is way too small. Just want to sing a song on Memorial Day. Ralph Vaughan Williams. For all the saints. There'll be my mother, my father, Franklin's mother and father, and others who from their labors rest, who thou by faith before the world confessed. Thy name, O Jesus, be forever blessed. Hallelujah, hallelujah.
Message.
Hi, Glendora. It's Gregory. Yeah, Glendora, I realized in my car today I have your tripod, and I have to give your tripod back to you. I left it in my car last night. Let me know when you need it, and I'll run it up to you in the next couple of days. Okay. I'm sorry if that's a problem. Okay. Bye now.
Oh, I don't know, folks.
Press 3 for advanced options.
Running
Press
it up
5.
here.
Repeat the message deleted.
That
No
would
more
be,
messages. Press 3 for
70 miles
advanced
up,
options.
70 miles
Press
back.
5 to
I don't
repeat
think
the
so.
current message. Press 7 to
I'll buy a new
undelete
one,
this
or I'll try to get
message.
along
Press
without
8
it.
to forward the message to...
I'll try to get along without it. I got the little one. And then I'll make a date with Gregory to come up. And we've got to go to... I wonder if he's going to the Hudson Valley Women's Christian Group luncheon on next Tuesday. Next Wednesday. Okay, we'll see if we can get along without it until then. But that teaches you a lesson. Don't let him drive out of here without you inspecting the car, Glendora. Position is everything in life, folks. Look at the toes. He's the greatest cat for sleeping on his back. Trademark of the sanctuary. Your feet up. Put your feet up. Thank you, God, for healing him from so many of his wounds. He has used up more than his 9 lives. But he's here. He's whole. He's healthy. He's very happy. And he's safe. What? What did you say? I just took one of the scabs off of one of his wounds. It fell off, really. It was on his left arm. And that was the wound that he came home limping. but he wouldn't stay home. He slept a few hours, and then he went out again. Still limping, but that's healed. And that's a miracle. Thank you, God, for healing. Amadeus cat. This is the Pure Thought Binder. Things that have to be thought about every day. And decided. And actions taken. Or not taken.
Press 4 for the previous.
Well, guess what, folks? It's time to do the in-mail again. I've done 5 of them already, I think. Oh, yeah. This is strange. Ed Whitney was kind enough to stop at Seymour, Connecticut. No, let me start over again. Dick Campana, who lives in downtown Boston, Copley Square, and owns a townhouse that must be worth, what would you say? $1 million? Yeah. And he sent me he went over to Boston Public Access, the Boston Neighborhood Network, and he was kind enough to pick up my DVD discs for me. And he was kind enough to mail them to me. But guess what, folks? They arrived at the Ghent post office. An empty envelope arrived, and there were no discs in them. Now, Roxanne was kind enough to take the empty envelope. Instead of forwarding it to the other post office, she was kind enough to take the empty envelope, and in person she walked it over to the Kinderhook post office. Now, what do you suppose happened? Here's the empty envelope. What do you suppose happened? To Glendora, box 124, Ghent, and from Boston, Mass. What do you suppose happened? Well, thank you, Post Office, for telling me. It was very nice, and I'm sorry whatever we did wrong. So I called Dick Campana and told him what I just told you. And then I called Scott Bartlett, the Reverend Scott Bartlett in California, who used to be the Lutheran minister in Willimantic, Connecticut. And he said he'd call me right back. He said there was somebody in his office recycling computer material. And then Northern Trust is behind $160 in pension payments. Thank you, Franklin. Gannett, the Gannett newspapers. So they said those would go out today. Oh, that's nice. And now we're looking at the Folsom Bulletin. This is the Folsom Family Association of America. And they're having, I thought we had our 100th reunion last year. Why are they calling it 95th? And they're having it in St. Paul. And here's a new feature that Francis Wooden started up. Glendora's Corner. I don't know if this is all. This is Glendora Folsom is a noted television personality who has appeared on Bob Hope Show and the David Letterman Show. She is best known for her own television show entitled A Chat with Glendora, of which there are over 5,000 shows that can be seen on both your local cable access station and on youtube.com. Please find below some of her jokes. Well, okay. I'm sure you've heard these jokes. But what's the difference between a Xerox machine and the flu, folks? A Xerox machine makes facsimiles and the flu makes sick families. There's one thing that keeps me from being rich. What? Money. I'm a square, so I have corners. I didn't put that in. Somebody else did. Adult. What do you want to be when you grow up? Boy. A philanthropist. Adult. Why? Boy. They seem to have the money. A midget fortune teller escaped from jail. The headline in the newspaper was Small, Medium, at Large. A husband said, husbands are like wine. They get better with age. And a wife said, had I known that, I would have kept mine in the cellar. I'd love to go, wouldn't you? It'd be nice. But these Folsoms must have a lot of money. Because what is the airfare? That's about $1,000, isn't it? And then staying over in the hotel, that would be about $600. It's Thursday through Saturday. Day 2, Friday, Folsom House. 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. That'd be fun. Day 4, Saturday. Farewell breakfast. When's the banquet? Other events during the Folsom family reunion. The Folsoms came to the United States from England in 1638. The name was spelled F-O-U-L-S-H-A-M. Before that, it was spelled Foxham, and it was a keeper of the foxes, whatever that's about. And it also has another variety of spellings. They came from Hingham, England, to Hingham, Massachusetts, in 1638, right after the Pilgrims. And then they soon moved to Exeter, New Hampshire. And from Exeter, New Hampshire, they went all over, way out west. My branch went up to Maine, up to Holton, Maine, Aroostook County, to grow potatoes. Some of them went to Canada, to Ontario. Welcome to Minnesota. So it's all about the trip. In the news, let me see if there's anything there you'd be interested in. Cody Folsom did very well in football in Florida. And Austin Walnuts became an Eagle Scout. And George Taylor won the contest on the Youth Challenge, the Folsom Youth Challenge. They're supposed to pick up Folsom and write about the Folsom, and he won that one. Vicki Eggleston has two nephews in the U.S. Navy. Thank you, Francis Wooden, for putting together such a interesting newsletter. The next one will be out in September, won't it? This is a clove casserole, folks. 2 cans of tomato soup, 2 cans of green beans, cut, drained, 1/4 of a teaspoon of cloves, and then topped with mashed potato. And there are in there some vegetarian pork substitutes, tender bits. $4 to Animal Kind. And Mary Ramage was a call before this one, and she said that she liked the dog. That would be Shay. That would be Victoria's dog. And she wanted to give a hug and a kiss to .com. And the in-mail before that one was to send Leslie Dutton's brochure, full disclosure, to the Reverend Scott Bartlett, a Lutheran minister who in Willimantic, Connecticut, and was transferred or took another station in Beverly Hills. And it took an hour to water all the plants. There's 6 batches of plants that have to be watered. The 1980 Lincoln is running just great. He had to have gasoline put in the carburetor because I let him go 7 days. 9 days instead of 7. He's only supposed to go 7 days without being exercised. And what else? Can you read anything here? Oh yes, there was a promotion to dogs, and dogs to be used as seeing eye dogs and help dogs and all. I don't approve of that. Those dogs live a miserable life. They take the spirit out of them. That's just terrible. I am opposed to that, badly. I'm opposed to all working animals. What else? Okay, how many more do we have left? 2. Alright, let's see what this is. Okay, I'll work on these and tell you what they are. The teacher was trying to explain to the children the duties of the Vice President of the United States, and she says, "Why, children, what would happen if the President of the United States should die this very minute? Who would get the job?" And the little girl said, Then the little girl said, it's from Esther Barron, and what it is the program schedule from Public Access TV in Great Neck and about 40 other villages and municipalities around Great Neck, Long Island. And a chat with Glendora is, can you find it? I saw it a minute ago. Where is it, folks? Is it over here on Saturday? Okay, let's try Friday. How about right there? 11 p.m. Thank you. PATV. Thank you. Oh, thanks. That's for the month of... what? June. Must be for June. Maybe it's May. Hi, Esther. I've called you a few times, Esther. I'll have to call you again. Thank you, Shirley Bruno. It's a second copy of the Folsom Bulletin. You and I went over that yesterday. So the little boy says we breathe oxygen during the day. Well, what do we breathe at night? Nitrogen. A little learning is a dangerous thing, but it beats total ignorance. So, take a happy look at that. That's the in-mail tray, and it's empty. The woman was asked, why did you decide to be a kindergarten teacher? And she answered, I like to make little things count. And the library's having a celebration. I don't want to buy any books, unless they're about God, and electromagnetism, and electronics. I don't know. June 11th. You want to go? Marilyn says that her son enjoys young teachers. He likes young teachers, and I think it's because he likes to see them age.
This message lasts 2 minutes.
Hi, Glennie. It's Victoria. It's 1:12 on June 2nd. I got your messages. Thank you. That's all very interesting about the RTI professors and or the RTI degree holders, engineers. And also your plan on the 21st, I unfortunately and sadly cannot make it. I have a friend who lives in Vermont, and I'm helping her shoot, or I'm actually shooting her film a video for her. This weekend, I'm leaving tomorrow, and then that third weekend, I am also going to be up in Vermont from Friday to all day Monday, doing that the first weekend and the third weekend, or long weekends. Unfortunately, I can't. I'm also sad that I cannot make the night women's dinner, which I really, really wanted to go to. I had to work. I've been working 3 days a week now, and then at the Workforce Development Institute, and then 2 days a week I'm going to be Masha Miller's reading tutor. That's Brandon Miller and Steve Pierce's daughter, Masha. So things are really awfully tight this month. I can try to see if I can work something out where I come in busy for a day, even though I don't know if you got one of my messages I left a while ago. I don't have a car anymore. I had to let her go, so it's very sad. But hopefully I can figure out some time to see you soon. I hope it will not be in July. I hope it will be in June, but my instinct looking at my schedule makes me think that is probably going to be July. But I hope you have a great trip to Hartford, and I will be there in spirit, and I can't wait to see you and hear what happens. Talk to you soon. Okay, bye-bye.
Press 3 for advanced options.
Andy Hersman.
That's fantastic. June 21st. I hope I don't have to work that day. That would be fantastic if I can come there. And have both of our show there over there. That would be great. As far as the cassettes, I didn't order them yet because it would cost me $90. And right now I don't have that money to pay out. So I get paid on Friday. So I'll make the order on Friday. Because even if you sent me the money, I would probably get it on Friday anyway. So sorry for the delay, but put the order in on Friday, and it should be fine. So that's the news. I have it on my calendar, June 21st, and we'll see what happens. Hopefully